Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It literally feels like I haven't vlogged in forever, and it's not even been that long. As you can tell, I'm about to feed the guinea pigs. They are going literally crazy right now, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I managed to bond them all together. From the last video, you'll know that Hazel was being very difficult to bond with the others, but I managed it. All 5 of them are together now. Obviously the setup's not ideal. It's just gonna be this way for another week or so, and then we're gonna be taking them. So yeah, let's get feeding. Hi. Hello. Hey sweetheart. So the skinny pigs are in the cage from the range, just because I find that the other one is gonna, it took me so long to dismantle that I didn't want that on the day of moving them to come back to that, so I moved them into this cage just for now. Let's see what you guys want. Come on. They're loving carrots at the minute, aren't you? Do you want a carrot? No, fed up of them. How about some pepper? What's wrong, Dandy? Oh, look at you. So cute. So obviously I've had to move Belle into this room as well. I had to dismantle her cage because that is literally a nightmare, that one, to dismantle, and I didn't want to have to do that again near the time of moving. So she's in this little cage here. This is what I got my first ever Syrian hamster, and yeah, it's kind of shocking to look back and think, oh my goodness, when you're so used to having like larger setups and then you downsize your animal, obviously for a purpose. Like, I'm going to set up her cage again once we get there, but this is just the only way I can really transport her and take her into a boarding facility. I don't think they'd be too happy about us bringing a giant cage. So this is the fur plus cage. Again, I don't recommend this unless you want it as a travel cage. Look, it only just fits her wheelie. Not ideal, I have to say, but it's what we have to work with for now. So as you can see, this is Rue's setup right now. I moved Rue into this cage for the same reason as I downsized Belle for the time being. So he's still got his wheel and his sand bath, and he's got a bit of room to dig in as well. So that's what he'll be balding in. So Sooty is still in the zoo zone cage. We will be taking him in this, but all I need to do is cut this mesh and cable tie it on because the other lid wasn't too secure. And then Kanga and Joey are staying in their cage setup as well. So the room setup is kind of unusual at the minute. We have skinny pigs on the floor, all the pigs up here. So they're in a 2x4 CNC cage. Far too small for 5. I'm not happy with how everything is, but it's what we have to do at the minute, unfortunately. But they're coping really well with it actually, and it's kind of worked, so they're well bonded now, as you can see, which is amazing. There's very little furniture left in here as well. We've got obviously the 2 gerbils down there, Belle, the other 2 gerbils here, and this is just my stuff that I still need. So that's pretty much it for now. So obviously the guinea pig's playhouse has been cleared out. And the rabbits are still in their shed and aviary, but they are not getting free range around the garden at the minute just because our fencing and everything has gone down. so they are stuck in here. We'll go feed them as well now. God, look at all of this. Here are the rabbits. You're gonna get back in, Piper? I'm gonna feed you now. Come on. Cuties. So I've had quite a lot of people still ask if we're taking the sheds with us, and no, we're not. We're leaving them behind just because I think I've said in another video the logistics of getting the sheds there. We are taking the hutch because this is a really good hutch and we can transport this easy enough, but yeah, everything else, the shed aviary has to stay, so yeah. I thought I should mention as well that I close my shop on the 5th, so if you want to order anything from my shop you have until the 4th to do that. Obviously I'll be taking orders on the 4th as well, but as soon as it gets to the 5th I'll be closing. So this is one of the last runs we'll be doing. I'm sure we'll be doing another run to the post office before, but this is like a huge IKEA bag. Look at that. I'm not sure how I'm going to manage this. Hello. Yes, sweetie. So yeah, to be honest, it's a massive relief I managed to get the girls and Bramley bonded. So it was quite tricky to get Hazel back in the group, but I tried again because they were being a little different with her. She'd had some time out and it was quite difficult at first, but then after a few days they got better and better and they're continuing to improve, which is honestly, I couldn't ask for any more really. I am so chuffed about that, and it means I'll be able to move them all together as well, which makes my life so much easier. I think pretty much all the packing we have to do, we are getting through it. My room's packed, the stuff out of this room which I can pack is packed, the things from the shed is packed, the rabbit shed, pretty much everything's packed, so there isn't a right lot left to do. And yeah, we are taking them to boarding this Sunday, so I will vlog that. Those are just the updates I wanted to show you guys. Honestly, super happy about that, and yeah, it's just so nice to have my herd back and everyone happy. There we go. Tip number 3 is to allow animals to come to you and don't always force handling. I know some animals can definitely get used to being handled, and there's definitely ways to do it to ensure your animals are comfortable. And obviously you've got to think about where you are approaching the animals from, because coming from above could certainly mimic how a predator could catch a prey animal.